What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are talking about the Indianapolis Colts. We're talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. Before I start going into detail about this game that we're talking about, let me just say this, because I got a few of these people on my previous video. This is not a highlight channel. Never will I fancy any of my videos as highlights. None of my titles will ever be full game highlights or any of that nature. If you feel like I am not doing something on my channel that needs to be done, then that's an area that you can take over. If you feel like you should be able to upload NFL highlights and place them up on YouTube, I know what I'm doing. I know what working within the rules of the copyrights, what I can do and what I can't do, and I know what I'm not going to do. And I'm not going to get my channel a copyright strike. So if you want to upload nothing but highlights to your channel, go right ahead and see how that works out for you. But anyway, we're talking about the Indianapolis Colts versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Andrew Luck, getting to see Andrew Luck work with his new weapons, making a couple throws to Andre Johnson, working with Philip Dorsett, the wide receiver out of Miami. And honestly, I was more interested in the third-string quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles than Mark Sanchez and the kid that followed Mark Sanchez, who actually looked better than Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez looked really wild to me. I saw a lot of throws that were sailing over the wide receivers' heads. The young wide receiver Aguilar made a pretty good play, broke off and scored a touchdown. The running game for the Colts still looks bad to me. And I know you might say, well, Frank Gore didn't get to play in this game, and you would be absolutely correct about that. But the problem is that O-line up front is still getting pushed back into the running back. So the running back, it has no room to work on this offensive line. I don't care who you have at running back. If there's 2 and 3 guys sitting in the backfield before the running back is able to get out of the backfield, you're never, unless you have an elite running back, unless you have a Barry Sanders or a Marshall Faulk or a guy who can just make people miss like that, you're not gonna have very much success. Like with the Cowboys, you could take any Joe Smo and stick him in that backfield, and as long as he can, make one guy miss, he'll have some decent success. With this offensive line, you need an elite running back because this offensive line does not get a lot of push up front. Also, we got to see Tim Tebow come into the game. He worked on a couple drives. I like the progress that I'm seeing from Tim Tebow. I like it. He's shortened up the throwing motion. He looks a little bit more accurate, looks a little bit more confident in the pocket. And as long as he's allowed the opportunity, you don't know if he's going to be allowed the opportunity because he is behind Bradford, he's behind Sanchez, and he's behind that other kid from USC. His name keeps slipping my mind. I have it in my head, and then it just fucking goes away. But as long as he's given the opportunity to continue to grow as a quarterback, I really wish he would have been on a team with a better passer. Like, I really wish it would have been a better situation for him to be picked up by the Arizona Cardinals, honestly. Arizona would have been a much better option for him. Or, I mean, even, I don't know. Because you want him to get playing time. The reason why I say Arizona is because Carson Palmer often has issues staying on the field. And then you have Tebow who can sit back there, soak it up, learn, and continue growth behind Carson Palmer until his number is called. And then you have your quarterback to continue grooming. But, yeah, Tebow's his throwing motion looks a lot better now, honestly. It's not that big wind-up pitching motion. I mean, he still sailed the ball over the receiver's head, trying to throw it in double team. He still needs to learn how to read the field better because I still saw some options that would have been better options than the one he threw to. But the throwing motion is coming along, and I think he deserves it. I mean, if Matt Flynn is able to get on with like 5 or 6 teams, why not Tebow? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I will talk to you guys next time. Let me know how you feel about this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Of course, I have a lot of videos coming up because we're getting ready to come back in the NFL season. We're going to talk about everything. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.